Hello friends, how are you all doing? So let's start with question number 5 of exercise 5D. So please copy down this equation, x raised to 4 minus 2x square minus 3 is equal to 0. So friends, as you may have observed, this is not a quadratic equation because the power of x is 4. Whereas a quadratic equation has maximum power as 2. So this is definitely not quadratic. So how do we solve this equation? So friends, if you observe this equation, you can write x raised to 4 as x square the whole square minus all this will remain as it is. Now you see this x square is common. So what I can do is I can make the substitution that x square, let x square be y. See what happens. Wherever there is x square, you put y. So this is y and there is a square minus 2y minus 3 is equal to 0. Now what have we achieved here? We have got a quadratic equation which we know how to solve. So no matter that it is a variable in y, no problem, we will deal that later. First let us solve this quadratic equation. Friends, we don't need to use the formula method here because this equation can be easily factorized. So friends, we can factorize this equation this way. Is it not? We can write it as minus 3y plus y. So this is what we get. So your equation is y plus 1 into y minus 3 is 0. And how are we doing this? Because we are doing factorization. So please remember to write the reasons wherever it is required. Now what do? We say that y plus 1 is 0 or y minus 3 is 0. How does this happen? This happens because of the zero product rule. So please write this reason also. Now what are the possible values of y? Y is either minus 1 or y is equal to 3. So these are the two values. Now this is not the end of the question because we have to find the value of x. We have only found the value of y. So substitute y equal to minus 1 in this equation. So suppose I will name this equation as 1 and if I name this equation as 2. So I substitute y equal to minus 1 in equation 2. Then what will I get? I will get that x square equal to minus 1. So when I apply the root on both the sides, I will get x as plus or minus root of minus 1. So friends, root of minus 1 is a complex number. It's an imaginary number and we are currently not dealing with imaginary numbers. So we reject this value of x. So we say that x can't have imaginary values. Is it not? We are not dealing with imaginary numbers. So we say that x can't have imaginary values. Now we go to another value of y, which is y equal to 3. So we substitute y equal to 3 again in equation 2. So what will we get? X square equal to 3, which means x is plus or minus root of 3. Now this is a real value, is it not? Root 3 is a real value. So I am left with only two values of x. So this is the final answer friends. X is equal to plus or minus root 3. Friends, actually the power of this equation is 4. So we were expecting 4 values of x at the maximum. But because two values of x became imaginary, we were left finally with only two values of x. So this is the final answer. Now we come to the second part of the fifth question. Same like the first part, this is not a quadratic equation because the maximum power of x variable is how much? Yes, it is 4. So what type of substitution we have to make? We have to say that let x square equal to y. That is the only way out. So we get, so let us name this equation as 1 and this as 2. So we will get x raised to 4 as x square the whole square. See, this is my original equation. So I am just writing it again for your convenience. So x raised to square is y. So y square minus 10y plus 9 is equal to 0. This is what the equation becomes. How did we get this equation friends? I forgot to write this step. You have to write substitute equation 2 in equation 1. So friends, this quadratic equation can be easily factorized. There is no need to use the formula method. So we'll get minus 9 by minus y plus 9 equal to 0. Let's simplify. So this is what we get. Y minus 1 and y minus 9. How we got this? Please write the reason. Factorization. Now, because of the zero product rule, we can write this way. So please write that also. Zero product rule. So this means, what are the values of y? Y equal to 1 or y equal to 9. That's right. Now what is the next step? We have to substitute the values of y in this equation to get the values of x. So please don't forget to do that and just stop here. We have to solve the complete sum. So substitute y equal to 1 in equation 2. So we get x square equal to 1, which means x is how much? Plus or minus 1. So these are two values of x. Now there is another value of y which we need to substitute. So substitute y equal to 9 in equation 2. So x square is equal to 9. X is plus or minus 3. Is it not, friends? So did you see how many values of x we got? Plus or minus 1 and plus or minus 3. Means we got 4 values of x. Why is that so? Because the power of this equation is 4. We have the scope to get maximum 4 values of x. So let's write that down. Values of x are plus or minus 1, plus or minus 3. This is the final answer.